Look at verse 3. There's snares out there, traps. They want to hold you captive. They want to bind you. There's deadly pestilence. By the way, did you notice he didn't define it? He left it open. There are lots and lots of pestilences. Do you realize on any given day of our lives, one little germ, one little virus can rob us of our health and even kill us? Do you realize what James says? You're here today, gone tomorrow, just a vapor. But what's the instantaneous promise? Verse 3. He will deliver you. And we need to park here for a minute. This does not mean that those who trust God are never going to succumb to the enemy or die by disease. Hebrews 11, we got to interpret verses in light of the rest of the Bible. Hebrews 11 says there's a lot of people who put their faith in God, but they didn't get delivered from the struggle. They got delivered to God personally in heaven. Right? That was faith too. So what is he saying? I think what he's saying is this. If you will look at God in his recorded history, if you will look at God over the history of your own personal walk with him, you will find that God is in the habit of delivering his kids. He does it all the time. We could go to 2 Corinthians 11 and look at Paul's personal testimony. He said, man, I endured shipwreck and robbers and disease and famine, and through it all, God preserved me. We could go to Philippians 4. He said, I was in sickness and destitution and loss and hunger, and he continued to deliver me. The promise was in Philippians 4 is, I can do all things through Christ. I can have a lot, I can have a little. I can be healthy, I can be sick. But no matter what the circumstance, I've found that he's sufficient. It's Psalm 23. Yea, though I walk what? Through the valley of the shadow. It doesn't say he'll get me out of the valley. It says he'll walk with me through it. I think the message is clear. One writer put it this way, that we who abide in him are immortal until our work is done. Let that one sink in for a little bit. Until God is finished with you laboring on his behalf in this world, nothing can take you home until he says it's time.